Hey guys, what's happening? It's Dean from Electronisounds. Stick around, today I'm really excited to talk to you about a project I just finished. It's a new sample pack called Velvet Carbon Techno. I put so much love into this pack, you guys. I'm going to show you a bunch of examples of what you can make with these samples. I squeezed in absolutely as much as I could to this pack, guys. You get 277 samples in total, you get 114 loops, and 163 one-shots to build your own grooves with. Come on, let's check out some more examples of what you can make with these samples. This is the most hybrid sample pack that I've made to date, you guys, and it features samples that are made from my hardware gear, samples that I made inside of Ableton Live on the PC, and also samples that I've made with multiple iPads. A lot of the samples that I made inside the iPads and I made inside the hardware, I've run through the brand new Electron Analog Heat MK2 that I just picked up and added to the studio. These sounds are really special, guys. Hey, check out some more examples of what you can do with these sounds. You might have noticed that I've been adding quite a bit of hardware to my hybrid setup in here, and I found that I needed some stands to keep things more at an angle and a little bit more ergonomic and within reach, so I teamed up with the wonderful people over at Creamy Cafe. They make handmade artisan wooden stands that are great for holding all of my gear, and I found that their web shop is the perfect place for the exclusive distribution of this new sample pack. So you won't find this pack on the Electronisounds website. You'll need to head over to the Creamy Cafe store to check it out. Okay, seriously, I want to show you guys a couple of these Creamy Cafe stands that I'm using and what I'm using them for. Currently, this is the Spike XL stand, and I'm using it to hold my push 2 when I'm using the push 2. But what I'm also really liking the Spike XL stand, guys, is that it has a feature to where you can flip it up like this, right? And you can just change the direction that this bottom piece goes into the stand. Like so. Hold on. Okay. And what I'm really liking is to put the circuit on it like this. And you get this completely different angle. The circuit is really right in your face and easy to work with. I'm not like hunching over the desk, you know, but rather I can lean back in the chair and just, you know, enjoy using it this way. I'm also really liking the Spike XL stand for my Akai MPC Live. And so if we put it back to the original way here, and I'll show you that even though this is a pretty heavy box, it's a pretty solid box, it fits really well on the stand here as well. Gives you a great angle to work with, and I can still beat on the pads, no problem. It's not coming off the stand. I really like these stands, and when you're all done at the end of the day, like if I want to put this stuff in the closet and shoot some videos on the desk, it breaks down super easy to store in the closet. I love these. Maybe you're saying to yourself, Dean, I don't use loops. I just want some hot new one-shot samples to load into my Novation circuit. Have no fear, friends. Check this example. No matter what gear you use, and no matter what your workflow is, this pack has got something to offer you. Let's check out an example I made on the Akai MPC Live. One of the reasons why I really like these Creamy Cafe stands, guys, is you may have noticed that I'm constantly moving the hardware around in here. I may need to shoot a video one day. You know, I may be working on a sample pack the next day or a remix the next day, and I'm constantly moving the gear around. And so these stands, each one of these stands provides like a multiple ways to go together, and you know, different angles and different ways to hold the different devices that I'm using. And that's just really convenient for me. What I need is like basically like modular stands that move around in my studio and change with me depending on what gear I'm using that day. And these are really awesome for that. I'm using a lot of iPads in the studio. This is an iPad Air 2. This is their Colibri stand. Okay, so like by default, it can hold the iPad Air 2 at a really nice angle. It also holds the Novation Circuit, at a really nice angle. It also holds something like, the Electron Analog Heat MK2, really easy to get to. But one of the bonuses is that, being is that I'm using a lot of iPads in here, if you flip the stand over, it's going to hold your iPad. This is the iPad Air 2. It's going to hold this at an angle. That's really easy to work with as well. Or say if you're, busy watching tutorials, or maybe you're watching some Electronisounds videos or whatnot. This is a great little stand for the iPad, or for some, small pieces of gear that are about the size of a circuit. Again, this is the Colibri stand. Now maybe you're saying to yourself, Dean, I don't have a big room full of hardware. All I have is an iPad. No problem, friends. Here's what my samples sound like when you load them into an app like LoopSeek 8. I also wanted to focus in on this for just one quick second. This is the Push 2, and this is the Novation Launch Control MIDI controller. And you guys, look how well this just slides right in here. And it's almost like it's meant to be. It's like a little cubby for the launch control. I mean, I'm really geeking out over this. This is a cozy little thing. Oh, so cool. Thanks for watching, guys. There's a link down in the description so you can visit the Creamy Cafe store and check this stuff out for yourself. I hope you'll check out my new sample pack. I really put a lot of time, effort, and love into making these samples. Thanks for watching, guys.